That's how it goes.
That's another
Episode 30
30
of the Nerd Turd podcast.
Dirty 30. Like Gene.
Not yet.
What if I only started talking like morning AM radio? What was the show?
Chris, you forgot to do something.
Parks and Rec?
Trenta.
There you go.
Huh?
Is Parks and Rec the guy where they have the radio host that's like, hello, I'm Morty Mortenstein. I don't know if that's his name. You really don't know? You don't.
No,
watch
you're the
Parks and Rec.
sitcom guy. I'm not a sitcom guy.
You don't watch TV either, right, Gene?
Not really.
So Game of Thrones.
Bro, you're such a throner, dude.
For the throne.
Nice. Well, we're not going to talk about Game of Thrones. Chris,
Kevin.
what's going on, man? You had a good week?
I've had a
Gene.
pretty good week. I have been doing a lot of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Bought it opening day. When it was $10 cheaper at Walmart, which I was pretty hyped about, I'm not going to lie. But I chose the Shield version, the Sword version, not the Shield version. Gene chose the Shield version.
What made you get...
Bro, spoilers.
True.
What made you get Sword? You were dead set on Shield, right?
No, I was dead set on Sword, and I thought anyone that got Shield was lame. Case and point.
Oh, yeah, that is right. You told me the...
Case and
Okay.
point.
You can see your hand.
But yeah, I've been grinding. I've loved it. I'll go to some initial thoughts in a little bit, but it has been so fun.
Cool.
What about you?
I've been working a lot of overtime.
That's not cool.
It's been not exciting, but I'm having to work all this mandated overtime, but it's like the slowest point of my job that it's ever been in this year. So I'm just having my phone set up under my computer monitor, running Disney Plus all night and day.
Tough.
And right now I'm watching Star Wars Rebels. I've watched literally every Star Wars movie, but right now I'm watching Star Wars Rebels. Yeah, making
That's
good
kind
use.
of awesome.
Making good use of my time. If they're gonna make me sit there and do nothing,
You're going to sit there and do something.
I'm gonna do it my way.
Sounds about right.
But no, Star Wars Rebels has been really cool. I wish you guys watched it so we could talk about it.
I'll probably eventually watch it. I don't know if I'll make it before Rise of Skywalker, but I'll definitely at some point in my life watch it. I've watched the first half of the first season of the Clone Wars, and I really enjoyed it.
Having Disney Plus, I would have never made time to watch it if I didn't have Disney Plus on my phone. I don't think
It was
I
on
ever-
Netflix.
Maybe, but
No, it was.
okay, but I'd never watched it.
You don't have Netflix on your phone?
Well, it's not on Netflix. It's not.
It was.
but it might have been, but it's not now, and it hasn't been for a while.
Right, but the only reason you said you would watch it now is because Disney Plus is on your phone.
Right,
So Netflix was on your phone and it was on Netflix.
right, but then I didn't want to watch it.
So it's not the only reason. You just didn't want to watch it.
No,
I just love getting Kevin's mind like a pretzel, twisting that thing.
no,
Oh,
you're just not
boy.
making sense.
Finding a parking spot. Backing on up. Beep.
I mean, you
Beep,
can call it that,
beep,
but it's just
beep,
not making sense.
Beep. And I'm just parked. Can't move me. Can't tow me. I'm there.
Is that how you get in arguments at home? Is that how
No,
you win arguments? With
I don't
Sam?
argue at home. I know my place.
You
I
just
know my
accept-
role.
You just accept your L's.
I know my role.
Yeah, but it's been dope. Disney Plus has been a game changer for me at work,
It is really awesome.
as I'm not being productive. What about you, Gene? What you been doing?
Well, Chris kind of already gave it away. But I caved.
You didn't.
I
you
did.
Were trying to act like you were not going to buy
Yeah,
that.
that was
I
a premeditated decision. That was so fast.
I
It's
listened
like
to that.
the-
I listened to that episode where you were talking about not getting. I read you like a freaking book, dude.
Everyone knew I was going to get it.
Yeah, you trying to act like you weren't going to get it. No, you're like, oh, I caved and got it. No, that was. Dude.
What was it?
You could just
Yeah,
not
I
acted like
got it.
that.
Well, I had to know that it was good. And Game Freak could have lied.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yes. I got the Shield version. Even Brown Eyes told you guys already.
Name.
You know, I got the Shield version because I knew everyone was going to get Sword because everyone
Is cooler than you.
falls in line. So
That's
I
true.
decided to be
They're not individual thinkers
different.
like
you know?
you, Gene.
Way to not
Enneagram
follow the group
Enneagram
thing.
Type 5 investigator. I like to do my own thing. You know, I like to like sit
Wow,
back and
dude.
make decisions after I've informed myself about
Chris, what Enneagram
what's going
type
to
are
be
you?
great.
I'm a 7.
Is that
So-
is that a common sheep? Because that's what Gene thinks of you.
No, I'm a adventurer.
That is true. That is Chris. So I don't really know much about Enneagram besides like my type, really. So
All I
I
know
know
about
that I'm
Enneagram
5.
is I have a few people in my life that have tried way too hard to sell me on Enneagram.
One being your wife because she loves it.
She honestly was into it for like 2 weeks.
I thought she like read the whole book and was like deep into it.
She read that book and it took her 2 weeks, and then I have not heard her say the word Enneagram since. And then in that same time frame when she was reading that book, that's when all of my other friends who are Enneagram tried to pile on to me. And I was sitting there, was like,
You just
But what was
resisted.
so frustrating though is they were using it like, well, you're an Enneagram type number.
Kevin,
You
I'm
know,
gonna go ahead and let you know you're an 8.
That's exactly what they were saying, and they're like, see, you not buying into Enneagram was you.
Let me
being an
read
8.
some of the characteristics of an 8.
It was just like
I cannot wait for this. I'm so glad that I brought
it's
this up.
a challenger, right?
A
Yeah.
challenger is the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read some of these, and Kevin, I need you to tell me if you think this is you. 8s are self-confident, strong, and assertive, protective,
I'm definitely strong.
resourceful, straight-talking, and decisive, but can also be egocentric and domineering. 8s feel like they must control their environment, especially people, sometimes becoming confrontational and intimidating.
So here's the like ultimate fallacy of Enneagram is that like there's more than 8 types, or how many are there? 10?
9.
9? So there's more than 9 types of people, but then they justify it, but like, well, you have a subdivision of whatever. I'm like,
A wing.
wing, and it's like, whatever. This is
Oh, Kevin, here you go. These are famous people that are also 8s. Let me read you some.
Jackie Chan.
Fidel Castro.
Darth
hold
Vader.
on. I'm gonna keep.
I bet Darth Vader is a.
Donald Trump.
Hey man, can we not speak politics?
Queen
in the office?
Latifah.
In what world does Queen Latifah get to be in the same conversation
Rosie
of Fidel Castro?
O'Donnell.
All right,
also,
now you're making it.
no, I swear it's on here.
Now
But
you're
also,
making
no,
it.
Saddam Hussein.
So they think that Saddam Hussein and Rosie O'Donnell are the
Mikhail
person?
Gorbachev.
This is why Enneagram is ridiculous. Because the fact that they could say that Rosie O'Donnell and Saddam Hussein are the same type of person.
I
is
definitely skimmed this list and picked the worst ones. Let me tell you some other people.
ridiculous. It doesn't matter.
that are
Whatever.
8s.
You could say whoever you want on that
Dr.
list.
Phil.
No. You could say whoever you want on that list. The fact that they would say that Saddam Hussein and Queen Latifah are the same type of person makes me know that. That's all the evidence I need
Martin
to know.
Luther King Jr.
Right.
Jack Black.
So Martin Luther King and Saddam Hussein are the same kind of person?
Same personality.
I completely disagree with that.
I didn't know either of them, so I don't know.
I think one is completely selfless and one is completely selfish. One thinks that like they should be the ruler of an entire like people. And
Tommy
then,
Lee Jones.
And then Martin Luther King thinks that people should be set free.
Let me
and
see some
liberated.
people that are 7 like me.
I get what you're saying there, but I definitely think that like the difference comes out in the intent of how their personality manifests itself.
Whoa.
So I understand what you're saying. They're two very different people, but they
Oh my
have
God,
very
yes. We're in Enneagram, baby. Let's go.
They're very similar personality types that choose to do things with the type of person they are very differently.
We're nerding out about the
I just
Enneagram
think
right now.
I just think like if you could reset their mind, right, and completely like whatever, all the stuff that made Fidel Castro and I assume probably Hitler's on that list and whatever, like all the famous dictators of the world, and like reset them and then put them in a very nurturing environment where they're great. They would not grow up to be like Rosie O'Donnell. You know, like that's the thing that
Didn't she get arrested recently? She got a little wild on her, dog.
is that part of it?
Dude,
Animal
all right.
Wild?
This is me. 7. Let me read you some 7s. Miley Cyrus. Steven Spielberg. Bruce Willis. Robin Williams. Brad Pitt.
What? Okay, that's not
George
No,
Clooney?
I'm not buying that. Brad Pitt on this.
Dude, I'm just like Brad Pitt.
Dude, Brad Pitt could not be less like you.
Dude, you've only
Brad
seen
Pitt
his
is-
characters.
Brad Pitt is cool and suave and intellectual
Oh
and
my!
well spoken, and the ladies love him. You're doing that.
Dude, Kev is coming out
Robert
with the
Downey
daggers.
Jr.
So you think Miley Cyrus and Robert
What are you,
Downey
Gene? You're a
Jr.
5?
You think Miley Cyrus and
Yes,
Robert Downey
I'm a
Jr. have
5.
similar personalities?
I'm a 5 with, I believe, a wing of a 6.
All right, let me tell you
The
some
more that
ones that
I've
are Gene.
Talked about
This will make a lot of sense. Buddha. Siddhartha Buddha, Peacemaker. Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking.
Yes.
Friedrich Nietzsche. He was a pretty bad guy. Kurt Cobain.
Dude, I love Kurt.
Stanley
R.I.P.
Kubrick. Shining. Alfred Hitchcock. Tim Burton. You're a bunch of weirdos, bro. Agatha Christie. Great mind. Stephen King. Great mind. A lot of great minds, but a little off. Maybe too into their mind.
They would all be playing a game of the quiet game.
Yeah. They might be a little too into their minds. Some of these people are kind of crazy, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you.
But even on that list, like, to me, some of those people are so different. Like, Stephen King is not a similar personality as Stephen Hawking.
Bro, we don't know these people. I don't think I can
I don't have to
act.
know somebody personally to I don't have to know Donald Trump personally to know that he's very different than Rosie O'Donnell. You know, like I've seen enough of them in public.
I don't know. I just think that maybe they're a lot more similar than you think.
But the only reason you're associating those two people is because you just read them on a list. Like you would never say if you didn't read them on that list that Rosie O'Donnell and Donald Trump were similar
They
personalities.
literally both have Don in their name. Come on, dude.
That's true, and that is the benchmark of enneagram.
Duh.
That's about how valid it is in my mind. No, here's the thing. I do think there is like a merit to it because personality types are personality types. I just think that people that are into it are way, way too into it. Like they
That
live
is
in
true.
like they live and die by it. I mean, at the end of the day, like every personality type has their own ridiculous way of sorting people. Like there's the one with like the charts, and it's like you're a D7 with to the power of E or something like that, and it's like, and it's just its own ridiculous grading scale. But I don't know. Like there is something to learning more about your personality. I just think that specifically with Enneagram, the people that are into it are like,
They are deep. They nerd out
wait,
about the Enneagram.
what? You're not in like.
You've never heard of
Let me
this?
read this to you. Let me read it to you. Tell me this isn't you.
Yeah,
Tell me this isn't you.
I'm with you. But, you know, we all nerd out about something. Some of you guys nerd about the Enneagram. And guess what? You are who you are. Be proud of that.
Love what you love.
Love what you love.
Except Enneagram.
But yeah, back to talking about
Pokemon.
Pokemon Shield that I bought after making
For $10 more than Chris, huh?
I bought it for $49.99
Oh.
at Target.
Sick.
It's fun. I honestly have not been, so I'll kind of get us back to what we talked about last week with the potential scare of Game Freak lying about a lot of things. I have been pleasantly surprised because my reluctance was some of the things of like, you know, they were supposed to be spending so much time on all the new animations and all these things, and people were saying that didn't happen because they took out a lot of like Pokemon that people wanted to see, saying that they were working on these things, and people were saying that they didn't, and it wasn't a great game. But I've been pleasantly surprised. I've really enjoyed everything about it. I probably have put close to 4+ hours into the game, and
I thought you were about to say some dumb number.
no,
I thought you were about to say, like, I
I've
put, like,
only
68 hours into
only
it.
like literally on my way here tonight. I just beat the first gym leader because I'm just like, I don't know any of the Pokemon. Like I don't know who I want to like use, and so I've been
And
like
you're just overthinking every
absolutely.
bit of it.
And
Do I want to forget Screech or Scratch?
and I've always offensive. That is one thing that I've never
Dude.
failed to do is I never keep stat raising or stat lowering.
I think this game might
moves.
change that.
In my we'll see. In my like party's move set.
Yeah, Gene's
But
all attack all the time.
I'm
all the
probably
time.
4 hours in and I just beat the first gym leader. So
That's amazing.
it's pretty fun. I'm pleasantly surprised.
That's pretty cool. I mean, we're kind of already on it. I mean, so should we just get up into some popping off and talk about some Pokemon? I mean, y'all wanna, do y'all have any more thoughts on it, or y'all pretty
I have
much
thoughts. These are just very brief. So people were very worried about the animations. I will say the animations are good. The graphics.
This is like the whole thing, right? Like they were supposed to like make new battle animations.
New battle animations and new character models. Now, I also will tell you that I played Let's Go, but I haven't played a main like story Pokemon game since probably Fire Red. So it's been a while since I've played one. So like I don't know like what level the new animations are at. So they might be exactly the same as the last one. I have no idea. Yeah. But I think the animations are great. Now, I think the graphics kind of suck. Like I think they're like pretty bad. And I think a lot of people say art style, but there are sometimes like, I won't give this away too much, but there is one point where there is a mural that's like apparently like a historical landmark, and it is the most chicken scratch thing like it's literally like a mural that they like hold dear to like Pokemon lore, and it looks like sidewalk.
It looks like I made it.
It looks awful, and I'm just like, it's just so unbelievable. Now there are parts that are polished, but other than that, it's just
weird. Because I've watched a little bit of it. I don't remember if it was like on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, and it didn't look. I don't remember it looking bad.
It doesn't look bad. There's just like
Pokemon game
you can just tell the lack of detail that they put into some stuff.
Well, my thing
it's just
is,
like, why would they not do that?
And I think this is getting. I think so I've seen a lot on the internet. I haven't played it, so take it for what it is. But like I saw a lot of people were like complaining about like they didn't take enough chances, and it's like,
I mean, it's a pretty safe Pokemon
and
game.
then
It's not like,
and then like they didn't think it was very difficult, and then like even things like your rival picking the Pokemon that like you're strong against, like things like that. But then I was just sitting there thinking like, I just really believe with Pokemon games, like they're not trying to like grow their target age range. Like I think they are trying to get the middle school kid to just have a good time playing Pokemon. Yeah. And then expose them to their brand of Nintendo, and then just get them locked in for the rest of their life.
Kind of also what Gene was talking about of like taking a long time to find his Pokemon. So I thought I was going to hate the like national decks or whatever that people were like outraging, basically that they like picked and choose certain Pokemon to be in the game. So like the whole original 150, like half of them are in there. Mm-hmm. But really, I've loved it because it's caused me, one, to learn more Pokemon, but also it's caused me to like actually like strategically do a team instead of getting the same 6 Pokemon that I've gotten in every single game. It's been my starting squad. Yeah, I do have a Gyarados in my squad, which I've had in every single thing because that's probably my favorite Pokemon.
I was gonna say, I think that like something that's difficult for me too is because I don't know how to. You can kind of guess at what a type like is on a Pokemon that you see in the wild, but the Pokemon game and like the battle style of
You mean like the elemental type?
Yeah, this is saying that the Pokemon, like the style of like fighting that a Pokemon game, all the Pokemon games are, is completely based on like type advantages and disadvantages. And being familiar with literally all of the Pokemon, you just know automatically what you need to use against certain Pokemon, but not knowing these new ones. Yes. I don't know like what types they are, besides just like guessing at it from time to time. Yeah. And so you basically could just go in and like, oh, this guy's going to use a Weedle. Like I need to use a flying type, or, all of the Pokemon, their types, so you know what to use against them. But having so many new Pokemon, you can't do that. You actually have to think about it when you're battling. Cause I don't know, like I caught a Pokemon that is actually in my 6. I was telling Chris about it before. It's called Snover, and it's a grass and an ice type. They just have like crazy types. Yeah. There's a Pokemon that I want to catch that I haven't caught yet that's both a rock and a fire. Yeah. Like it's like they just have like these different like cross breeds of types. And so it's interesting.
So they do have different. That. They have Pokemon with multiple types.
Yeah, I would say most Pokemon now have 2 types, which is good because there's not like a end all be all type advantage over them. It's usually pretty mixed. Okay. So like sometimes you can have
Has it always been like that? Am I just crazy, or is that fairly new?
No. So actually I remember probably the first time that happened was with Gyarados. I think Gyarados was actually the first like 2 type Pokemon, and he was a water flying type. But that only happened, I think in...
Wait, what? Gyarados can fly?
Yeah, he's a water flying type Pokemon.
So he can learn fly.
I don't know if he can do that. I know that he's a water flying.
I just don't remember that. Not that that's not true.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't remember that.
Maybe he can learn fly. I don't know. I know that is his archetype or elemental
He
status.
has a flying type. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to
So
Google
like
this.
that's why like Pikachu like destroyed him in I think it was in the anime. There was like a thing where like they brought that up and he was like one of the first double type Pokemon, and then but he wasn't double type in the original like games. It was like after Yellow, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm. Gyarados is a flying type. So, okay, yeah. So he's what? That blows my mind.
Yeah, that's wild. But it's definitely cool. It's like one of the things I have in my 6 right now is I have a Ghost Fire type, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So there's just like cool combinations.
Yeah, and so I guess that's my thing here is so like I did see some like complaints like people wanting this and that or whatever happened in Pokemon, but at the end of the day like like there's a bunch of 30-year-olds in a room right now talking about Pokemon because they had such a fun time with it when they were kids, and like honestly the reason I'm gonna buy it is because of nostalgia, and I just think it's fun, and it's like something I can just like I don't have to like like overly commit to or like break my back over to like find time to play it. I can literally
just hop on.
You were waiting on me to get home today, and you sat in your car and played Pokemon. That's like the value of that kind of game is like you don't have to. I don't know. You don't have to like set aside. Like I'm playing Star Wars Fallen Order right now, and it's like the only way I can play that is if I like tell my wife I'm not going to talk to her for a couple hours. And I'm going to sit down at my PC and play it. You know, whereas like Pokemon's just not really that. It's never been that kind of thing.
How has Fallen Order been?
It's been dope. I haven't played as much as I want to, but like I've just been super into. Like, so again with Disney Plus, I've just been like powering through Star Wars movies, and we'll be talking to it again. So I feel like I like have such a very clear understanding of like the whole timeline of things. And I'm getting pretty good. And I'm also playing Battlefront 2 just like to play it because it's a fun multiplayer game. And so Fallen Order happens 5 years after what is it? What's it, chapter 3? Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
And then Battlefront 2 happens essentially like right as the second Death Star explodes.
So is there a story in Battlefront 2 or is
There's a story mode. The story mode is you're a again, I haven't beaten all of it, but what I've done so far is you're a high-ranking officer in the Empire and like a TIE fighter pilot, and the Death Star just exploded, and so the Empire's like, what do we do now? Like Emperor Palpatine just died. And so it's like, well, what does the Empire do now? So that's where I'm at. And I played one level as Luke Skywalker. And then he grabbed some weird compass thing out of a box.
Were you Luke Skywalker or Luke Scarwalker?
Oh.
Sky. Oh. I was Skywalker this time.
Just make sure.
But no, so it's pretty interesting because like I mean I've seen the Star Wars movies, but I never got into like Clone Wars. I never got into Rebels until recently, and like I've never like I've played like the old Star Wars video games, but those aren't canon anymore, and so like playing these newer Star Wars games that are actually canon, I feel like I'm gonna be freaking ready for Rise of the Skywalker.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like I mean, I was definitely not expecting Fallen Order to get as good a reviews as it has. I mean, it's like 8.5 or better, like across the board. I haven't seen like a 10, but it's like 8.5 to 9 is kind of where I've seen it land, and I was not expecting that.
It's very like in-depth game. Like it's not like just play it a couple hours and you're gonna beat it. Like it's a really fun time. But
it'll be one of those things I'll probably pick up before either the end of the year or shortly after. Because I'm definitely excited to play.
On? What else is it on? I know I have it on PC.
It's on everything.
PC.
Except for Switch. PC. It's not on Switch. But it's on everything else.
That'd be kind of fun on Switch. I wish Switch had more games.
They eventually come to Switch. It just takes so long.
Yeah. That game would
3 years.
That's a really graphically
Switch.
Intense game. It would probably make my Switch explode. Isn't there like a Switch Pro now or something? Like a Switch
No, there's a
Mega?
Switch Lite. There is a new version of the Switch, but there's not like it's just like the new base model of the Switch, but it's not, like a ton different. It has a little bit longer battery, a better screen, but nothing like oh, I need to trade in mine to get another one.
Yeah, and again, so keeping on the subject of Star Wars, the big thing that's going on right now is Mandalorian and we're not talking about it, at least yet, on this podcast.
Not here.
And so right now we got a chapter 1. Well, at the time of you listening to this, we'll have 1.
Just chapter 1.
But then 2 will be hitting shortly after, right?
Yep, it'll be on Wednesday. So if you're listening to this on Monday, you got to wait 2 days.
Okay, cool. So we're dropping NerdTurd Talk episodes on our YouTube channel specifically about Mandalorian. So if you want to check that out, you want to hear our thoughts on it, you can check it out over there. We're not going to talk about it here to avoid spoilers because that sucks for everybody.
But get ready because I've loved NerdTurd Talks. It has been like just a chill, like literally us just
the one
out.
episode that we've recorded so far.
Dude, it was so fun. I loved it.
Yeah, it actually was a pretty fun time, and I'm actually fairly happy with how well the first one performed.
Yeah, it's
also speaking of Star Wars, before we go any further and we're in this popping off section, can we formally introduce our new guest on the pod?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah,
Kevin,
this happened.
Introduce.
We have a Phasma. What do you cut a cardboard cutout?
Phasma. Bro.
Phasma. Is it really Phasma?
Yeah.
I swear I've only ever said Phasma. Phasma.
Phasma sounds like a Pokemon.
Well, what does Phasma sound like?
A Star Wars captain.
a Star Wars.
A First Order captain.
Yeah. Somebody gave that to us. Who gave that to us, Gene? Do we want to say their name?
Yeah, it was a friend of mine, Miss Suzette.
I love Suzette. She's so nice.
She's so awesome. So I don't know if she even watches or listens, but if you do, thank you so much.
Wait, so she just randomly gave that to you?
Yeah, she's moving, and she apparently bought it at Walmart or something. There was like a clearance sale a while back, and it was like $5, and so she bought it.
Steal.
But now she's moving, and she said she was giving it away, or she was looking for something to do with it. And I said, "Can I have that, please?"
Gene, to save yourself some time in this post edit, you might want to turn your vocals down just a little bit. I think it might be clipping a little bit. Just to save you some time, dog. I'm looking out for you.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
For you.
Kevin's such a technical.
Kevin knows how to do. He knows his mics.
Yeah,
he knows how to use them.
Bro, I work this microphone like it owes me money, dog.
Just so tough, man.
All right, so here's some big news. Something announced somewhere. I don't even know if this is actually true, but y'all posted a link to this, so I'm trusting you guys on this. That there's a Harry Potter cruise going down.
Harry Potter cruise. Sign me up right now.
Oh yeah, I think we have that on. Let me find it.
Someone give me some actual thoughts.
So basically, the whole idea is it's a cruise. They're like, I don't know if the whole ship is Harry Potter themed, but its destinations it stops at are Harry Potter themed. So I think if you scroll down, Gene, it says that it stops at 3 locations. So yeah, so it'll make stops at multiple filming locations, including Virginia Water, where Harry first meets Buckbeak, and Picket Post, Close, the actual location of number 4 Privet Drive. And naturally, the Warner Brothers Studios will also be tossed in the mix, which I just have to say I've been there, and it's amazing.
Yeah, except brace yourselves and hold on to your wallets.
Yeah, here we go. So I'm reading this article right now that says there's one little thing though that we wish we had the powers to change. The cost of said tour is $4,190 per person.
Gosh,
yeah. But here's the thing.
How many galleons do you think that is?
Here's the thing. So, yeah, we're thinking we might have to bust out the invisibility cloak for this one. Okay, so let me ask you this. So what all does that include? Because that might sound crazy, but it might actually not be that crazy.
It's a cruise, and they're taking you to a beach and a road. And you get to go to studio that has $50 tickets to go to the studio.
Where does it leave from?
You said it takes you to a road?
Privet Drive. Like it lets you see like a house. Which, I mean, is cool. Don't get me wrong, but that price tag is a little
How long is this cruise, though? A week?
That's what I'm saying, is it doesn't give a lot of details about the actual cruise itself.
So, setting sail this summer. Dates are available from August 5th through 11th and 19th through the 25th.
So, I feel like there's probably a bunch of, Harry Potter-themed stuff on that actual boat.
Scroll up to that real quick. Hold on. So, let me read this. So, the cruise will make stops at multiple filming locations for 8 Harry Potter films, including Virginia Waters, where Harry first met Buckbeak. Picket Post, close to the actual location of 4 Pivot Drive. Naturally, Warner Brothers Studios will also be tossed into the mix. Okay, so you're probably paying a premium, but honestly, this sounds like it would be a blast.
I'm sure it'd be fun.
I don't think you would get back and regret spending that money.
No
because what is just
regrets.
going on a cruise cost? Like $1,000?
If that. I mean, it's cheap now. It's so cheap to take a cruise.
Where does it leave from though? Doesn't it leave from somewhere?
Here's what I
in
will
England?
tell you though: unless this cruise is just awesome itself, you could go to England and see all this stuff for less than $2,500.
Yeah.
2 people flying, because I did that. I just didn't go to Privet Drive and Buckbeat. So I mean, like for half the money, you can go to England and then have a whole week to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
So if it's just a cruise, which it probably won't be, I'm sure it's going to be themed. I'm looking at their website right now, and it just looks like pretty much just a cruise. Like it doesn't look like
that's expensive though.
crazy.
That's a lot of money, but that would be cool.
$4,000 is a lot,
and that's per person. So if you and Andrea went, it'd be $8.
Yeah, you would basically look at, well, it would probably be more than that because it's
Andrea wouldn't go to this.
it's overseas, so you would have to get to.
This is a boys' night.
You would have to get to London first.
Oh, that is true. So we would
like
have to fly
$10,000 trip
and
at
then
least.
do that.
But is it worth it though?
I don't know if
$10,000. I don't think I've ever spent. I don't think I've ever spent $10,000 on anything other than my student loans, which have proven to be worthless in my life.
Your house.
That's true. I spent a ton of money on this house.
Money.
But yeah, that would be fun, but also very expensive.
And then apparently something's going on with Xbox All Access,
Dude,
which I don't know anything about this.
This is awesome. So Xbox All Access is basically a subscription service. Now, I think Xbox is actually brilliant for this because basically what it is leasing. You're basically like leasing at no interest in Xbox and get games.
I think we got that too, right?
But the way they're marketing it is like basically you can get an Xbox and Game Pass for $20 a month.
Yeah, look at this dope.
So literally,
So
scroll down, Gene, and it'll show that graphic right there. You get a console. Go up right there. A little bit more. So you get a console.
This part right here.
Where it says over 100 games, that's Game Pass. You get Xbox Live, and you get the option for a price. I don't know what the price is to upgrade to Scarlet when it comes out, holiday of 2020. But basically, it's like a subscription service where you get a console, which is just a fancy way to say you're leasing
Scroll
it.
down. Let me read that. So Xbox One and over 100 high-quality games.
You want me to go down a little more?
No, that's good. From $19.99 a month for 24 months. So it ends. So it's not just 20. So you're literally, it's like a cell phone. Like you're literally like just paying
You're
off
leasing
the
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally what you're doing.
Xbox
You're paying it off,
is the
and you're
best value
paying
in
more
gaming,
than that cost.
Available at Amazon. Are you though? So
that's 24 times 20. That's
right, but how
way
much
over
does,
$400.
Right, but how much does Xbox Live for 2 years cost? How much does I mean Game Pass alone is $9.99 a month, right?
Yeah, but
so I mean like not all of that $20 is going towards your Xbox.
Yeah.
Right. So
maybe, I don't know. It'll be close.
I mean, I don't know how much just regular Xbox Live is, but I mean, I assume it's
$10 a month.
It's so just Xbox Live and Game Pass
is
would be
$240.
Includes 24 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Oh, Ultimate.
Game Pass Ultimate, Gene.
Scarlet. Yes, then you can upgrade to Scarlet, but I don't know.
So enjoy the option to upgrade. Here you go. Enjoy the option to upgrade to the next Xbox console after the equivalent of 18 payments.
Oh, can you go for free?
Get the next Xbox console with the new Xbox All Access purchase.
You also can do this. You can do this with the Xbox One X for $30.99 a month.
Yeah, there you go.
So you could do the Xbox X if you wanted to, and then
I wonder why it says 18 months. Do you think that's
just
going
like
to be there?
I think you got to like qualify to upgrade. Is what it seems like. You got
interesting.
Like,
but why would it? But a new Xbox doesn't release every 18 months. So you think that's going to be their new plan going forward?
That looks cool.
They're going
to
drop
a cool graphic.
That is a cool graphic. I don't really know.
That's probably going to be their thing because that's how like cell phones do it. They let you upgrade on their same cycle that they release new phones,
which is cool. I'm just excited that Xbox
to keep you from ever actually paying off your phone,
like on the cutting edge. Like I think that's what Xbox has been missing for a while. But I feel like recently, honestly, since this past E3, they've been doing some like really awesome stuff, and I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Go Xbox. Go Microsoft.
Yeah. Xbox is going to really dominate this next console generation.
I think so too.
In every aspect. Because there's like 3 games that like you miss out on that you don't get to play if you're an Xbox owner and you wish you could play them. And one of them is Spider-Man. The other one's God of War. And maybe like, The Last of Us or maybe Uncharted if you're into that. But like the thing is, like those games last you a week and then you're done with them.
Yeah.
Like no one's playing Spider-Man right now, you know. And
I would be.
Would you know? No, you'd be playing Pokemon right now.
No, if I had a PlayStation, I would definitely be playing Spider-Man. Until I beat it, then I'd be playing Pokemon.
Right, but that's the thing is like those games, like single player games, do not have the like staying power to like But Microsoft doing things like this where it makes like because I don't know how much a PlayStation 5 is going to cost or an Xbox Project Scarlet or whatever it's going to actually be called. It's probably going to be $400.
Yeah,
at least. But doing this for $20 a month, like that's not a bad deal. I mean, you're literally paying that just for Xbox Live and Game Pass if you have it.
What I really want Xbox to do that I don't know if they'll ever do, but I would love to see them do like a hybrid Xbox that you could build into a PC. Like you get the base processing power of an Xbox, but then you could like build on like a case
what that's
to do
called?
like an Xbox PC.
A PC.
Right, but what I'm saying is I think that like because I mean the Xbox One X has got I don't know how that compares to like a normal PC.
It's got a million teraflops.
Yeah, whatever teraflops are, right? So like I'm sure that like those components could fit well into a PC build. You probably just have to add whatever onto it. Because that's the thing too that like I'm kind of mad is that I can't just use my Xbox like a PC. I mean it's strong enough, right? Like an Xbox One X is stronger than probably most pre-built PCs on the market. I mean, besides like custom built, like custom gaming.
So yes and no. This is probably a conversation for another time.
Yeah, it's in the weeds. It's probably
not necessarily in the weeds, but it's just we're about to go down a rabbit hole that is going to take a long time.
I'm with you. We'll table it. Put it on the shelf. We'll bring it back up at some point.
What we want to talk about today in our main digestion is...
Well, don't forget to tell them about... So we'll save this too. But Star Wars is going to be on the docket a lot soon. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming out about Star Wars. There's going to be a lot of anticipation. I know we talked about our Mandalorian, like NerdTurd talk stuff, but like just in general, like there's a lot of hype around Rise of Skywalker. Stuff's coming out like every day, pretty much every week.
There's no way that
we're not going to talk about it right now in depth.
Starting in December, there's no way that we don't talk about Star Wars
on every episode.
Yeah, so if you don't like Star Wars, get ready.
See you in January.
Yeah, see you next year.
No, I mean I'm sure we'll talk about other things, but there is no way that it won't be brought up in at least every episode. I'm excited about it because
it definitely will be.
I'm super, 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 super into it right now.
Same. Now we can get into our main digestion.
So when you're listening to this, or when this episode is made available, that will be the Monday prior to Thanksgiving. That will also be the Monday prior to Black Friday, which we decided we wanted to help get you fellow nerds, nerdettes, ready with some spicy,
sick
Black Friday deals.
Tantalizing deals.
Some tantalizing Black Friday
deals.
Now, this was actually kind of challenging for me because I'm not a Black Friday guy.
I am.
Chris is probably
the one. You go every year.
I literally was talking about this today again. I go every year for the experience, and I end up impulse buying something because I'm with you.
That is definitely true. I convince Gene to go with me every year, and I always say, Gene, you need to buy this, bro.
Dude, how much more money would you have in your bank account if you weren't friends?
Do you remember that year that you left with, what was that game? Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, and I played it literally twice.
I heard, hey, for real though, I heard that was a fun game.
It is. It was fun, but I had it on Switch, and it was really difficult to like get your bearings and move around and do stuff like that. And I literally played
How did Chris convince you to buy this?
Because it was like $30. It was like $20 or $30.
Dude,
it was super cheap.
I convinced one of our friends. Me and Parker convinced one of our friends to buy an Xbox.
And you know what game we convinced him to buy with his bundle?
Destiny.
Yeah, it was chaff.
We literally
got him to get the whole thing on
I convinced our entire video game group to get Overwatch. I was the first Overwatch person. But then they all got addicted to it and got really toxic. And I stopped playing Overwatch.
Not just them. Overwatch got toxic. Overwatch in and of itself is toxic.
I was the first Xbox user. I was the first one to buy an Xbox One. Well, really, I got one given to me. But I'm pretty sure I was the first.
Like 8th grade.
Right, but I was the first one in our video game group to get an Xbox One, and then everyone followed.
Well, that's just because you got it like the first day it was available. You were like really early on the Xbox train.
I was.
You know why I finally pulled the trigger and got my Xbox One?
Yes.
Now I'm getting confused on the timeline. I'm thinking about an Xbox 360. The reason I moved up from an Xbox to an Xbox 360 is because I saw somebody do like a NBA franchise on NBA 2K, and the game was only on 360, and so I was like, "Mom, we gotta go to Best Buy right now."
She did it?
Nah, I got it for Christmas.
Okay, I was about to say.
But that's why I was like,
very un-Rhonda.
That's when I was like, I have to get a 360. I don't remember when I got an Xbox. I think I specifically bought an Xbox One to play Destiny.
Good times. Good time. Destiny 1. That's another. Good times. Good times.
I miss it. Let's talk about some deals so I don't get sad.
I'll start off. So the first thing that I was looking up when trying to prepare myself as well as you guys for Black Friday is I needed to know if there was going to be any sweet Baby Yoda merch from the Mandalorian. I had to see. But one thing I saw is I couldn't find anything anywhere. And so I was kind of confused at why this huge character that is like pretty mainstay in culture right now is not anywhere to be bought. Because I'm a big Funko Pop guy. So for me, like that would be an Insta purchase. Like if there was a Baby Yoda Funko Pop, that's in my cart, purchase. One-click purchase. Easy. But what I saw when looking up for Baby Yoda is Jon Favreau, who's the director of The Mandalorian, said that they specifically didn't do any pre-merchandise, anything about Baby Yoda to preserve the secret, which I think is pretty cool because he said that a lot of times when things get leaked, it's not because of anyone who actually worked on the movie. It's like people that work in a warehouse at Amazon or people at Walmart that have to start getting the stock in. They're the ones who will take a picture and leak things.
Who ruin everything.
Yeah. So that being said, I'm pretty sad that there will be no Baby Yoda merch this holiday season, but you better believe they'll be pumping it out when it comes out.
Wait, so you don't think it'll be available for the holidays at all? Like you don't
That's
think
what he said.
For Christmas?
I mean, there's just no way that distribution can get that out that fast. I mean, that's like a month in advance thing to get something out to the masses. So like if they didn't do any production of it by the fact that the first Mandalorian went out, you got to think that's 2 months to get that out globally.
So
because they wouldn't just drop it like a couple of stores. Like it would have to be like a wide release.
Well,
right?
The thing is they could be producing that merchandise, but not shipping it to retailers. Like those things could exist.
Yeah, but also maybe that was his whole thing is he didn't want to even produce any like for stuff people inside his warehouse, like people that weren't tied directly to.
Right, but they could have started producing that as soon as Disney Plus dropped, right? Like, so they could start making Baby Yoda plushies, right? 2 weeks ago or a week ago or whatever, and get ready to drop all that stuff for
that. Would be interesting. I would be interested to see.
They'd be
how
leaving
long
a ton of money. There's no way that they're not thinking right now, how do we get these available? Because they're going to leave so much money on the table if they don't have those available for Christmas.
Maybe. Well, like I said, he said that it won't be here this holiday season, but I mean, there might be a manufacturer that's willing to.
Also, if you haven't seen the first episode of Mandalorian,
there's
a Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
Sorry.
I mean, you can't really say spoilers. I mean,
there's two episodes out. It's been 2 weeks.
Well, it's the first episode,
and it's literally all.
There's memes
all over the internet. Yeah,
there's a meme about.
There's no way that somebody listening to this podcast did not know that there was.
I will say that would have been the quickest thing I think to see spoiled like that more than like the Game of Thrones season 8 because that stuff was on Twitter fast, but the Baby Yoda stuff got all over the internet fast. Like you were done if you didn't see that episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, a couple other deals I'm excited about. So at Walmart, so have y'all seen these like cardboard cutout like pop up?
Yeah, there's two.
Not those, but it is a cardboard cutout. But
Dwayne,
these,
have you heard about those
arcade machines that have been popping up everywhere?
Cardboard arcade machines.
It looks like an old school arcade machine, but it's cardboard. So go ahead and click the link I put in there. So it's a company called Arcade One Up. And basically what it is, it's just like a whole like arcade machine you'd put in your house, but it's like cardboard. So it's like I think $200, $300, but this one is a Marvel superheroes game. and it looks
So
awesome.
this is made out of cardboard?
Yeah, it's
I'm
made
gonna
out of
click it.
cardboard.
I'm gonna click it for everyone here, but you didn't set me up well for this.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I meant more like just y'all click it. I didn't actually think about putting it on things.
Here's
What's it
here's
called?
what
I'm just googling.
Arcade
it.
One Up.
Google it.
Arcade One Up.
Yeah, Marvel superhero arcade machine.
There's tons of them, not just Marvel. So they have like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like it's like a thing. Like they're set up everywhere. But it looks pretty legit.
This thing.
But it's literally like it's literally a daggum arcade machine, but it's made out of cardboard. But it's pretty big. Like it's like 3-4 feet tall. I mean, it's pretty hefty. But for $250, you could get that in your house.
So how many games are on this?
I think it's one per device. But there might be ones that are more. But think about that in the NerdTurd studio.
I mean, that'd be sick, but
that would be cool.
Yeah, they have like Turtles in Time, the Ninja Turtles game, which is awesome. So that's pretty cool. I just thought that was random. I don't know if those are going to be like super popular this year, but they might be. Some other things, Modern Warfare is going to be $38.
Yeah, there's lots of game deals.
Breath of the Wild is $30 at Walmart.
Yeah, Kev, you said you're getting that, right?
If you have not played that game,
I am getting Breath of the Wild.
You've got to do Borderlands 3, $30. Me and Kevin sunk our teeth into that. Madden 20, $27. I'll probably be getting that because the playoffs are coming up, and I get the itch, dog. If I watch an NFL game, I get the itch to go in and just run around.
I got Madden 20 like for free with like Adobe, or not Adobe Premiere. What's it called?
EA Play. EA Origins.
EA Origin Premiere. That's how I got Fallen Order.
Yeah.
But like Madden and all those games are included in that.
Yeah.
And I downloaded it on PC, and it definitely is like worse on PC. It's
I'm
like
sure.
it's a port. It's not like designed for PC. But even that was like, it was kind of nice.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm excited about. And that's what you need to go. Those are sweet video game deals that you need to capitalize on.
Those are pretty good. I had you with mine real quick because mine are going to be short and sweet because I usually go for the experience. But I was, again, talking about tonight. There's not really much of a Black Friday experience anymore because all of the stores open at like 6 p.m. on Thursday night. So there's not like
sad,
the madness and the rush of like being out super late and all night for Black Friday, and like the craziness and just all of that has kind of dwindled.
I know they're soft. They got tired of all those fights breaking out over a $2.
I mean, it makes sense from a business side of things, but from a consumer and,
Gene's just an agent of chaos.
Yeah, just kind of like I just love to watch. Some people just love to watch world burn. You know?
It's not about the money.
That's me every Black Friday.
Quote, Gene.
Thank you. So the two, honestly, this is like going back to what we talked about earlier. The two actual deals for Black Friday that are on my list are two that Chris sent me earlier today.
Yeah, because they're sick.
They're great. So Xbox One X, Jedi Fallen Order bundle is only $350. $350 for Xbox One X and Jedi Fallen Order.
So that's an Xbox One X. What else is that? Is it Xbox One X with Star Wars Fallen Order? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and a controller.
And then probably one controller for $350.
That's nice.
So that's pretty good. I might do it. We'll see. But I know we've been talking about Project Scarlet coming out next year, so maybe wait. But then also the other one's PS4 bundle. So these are all video game related because that's what I look for. Just stuff.
Those also are the best deals on Black
Yeah,
Friday
they usually bundle stuff up. PS4. There's a PS4 bundle at Best Buy for $200, and you get the PS4, obviously a controller, and then you get 3 games with it. Let's see if I can remember all of them. So it's God of War for sure, Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I think The Last of Us.
Yep.
So you get all 3 of those games and a PS4 for $200. So those are both pretty sweet.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah,
that's a sick deal.
I didn't realize it came with those 3 games, and you were talking about it.
Yeah, there's another one. There's like, this isn't really a deal, but I just wanted people to see it because this is the kind of stuff that I really like nerd out about. So I'm going to show this to you guys. I think I have it on here, but I'm going to see. So I pulled it up. So this isn't really a Black Friday deal or anything, but if you guys are into fashion and like looking cool,
I'm out.
Yeah, Kevin, this is not for Kevin.
I'm out, dude.
Adidas has released a Star Wars collection. So there's a lot of stuff on here. We can put the link to that in the show notes too. But there's a lot of shoes. They're pretty expensive. You guys know how the Adidas and the shoe game goes these days. So,
Gene is so versed in the shoe game. Gene actually has a Game of Thrones Adidas shoe.
I do. So Ultra Boosts are where it's at. But yeah, Ultra Boosts are going to run you close to $200.
So this first one right here, this one, that's $200.
Yes.
That was $300, boy.
Bro, my eyes are falling out of my head. So there's no maybe I'm just like missing something here, but like I don't see anything about that I'll think, oh, that's a Star Wars shoe.
That's fashion, bro.
Yeah, welcome to fashion.
But like at least with the other ones, well, no, there's
so some of them, so they're cool. So some of them are lightsaber. These ones on here are sweet though. They glow in the dark.
Yeah, dude, those are sick.
Like
dude.
some of them glow in the dark.
Those are called the Windows,
cool.
the Windu 5s.
Hey, you know,
and then if
they
you
have
want your
shoes
kids,
where they have shoes where if you like take a step, they start flashing.
They do. You know, but this is 2019, so these are sold out right here.
So
these kids,
I want a solid glow. I don't
these
want
kids. Look at these. These Dame 5s are $100 for a child shoe, but they glow in the dark.
This red shoe right here. There's just no way I won't believe that they made that, and they're like Iron Man shoe, and then they didn't sell out of them. And they're like
so cool.
Star Wars shoe,
yeah, Jedi. It's sweet. So yeah, if you like stuff like that, Star Wars and Adidas have a collection. So there you go.
And Levi's has a collection. I'll send that to you. Y'all look at Levi's.
So
wait, Levi's for real has a Star Wars collection?
Bro, you didn't see that?
Oh, that was you sent like some skinny jeans or something, right?
Yeah, it had Leia's face on them.
Oh yeah, that's it. So those are mine. That's all I got.
Rip. Okay, so I just got things that like I'm personally probably gonna buy. All right, so this first one's at Best Buy, and it's a 58-inch 4K smart TV for $199.
Dude, that is cheapo.
Yeah,
that's a steal, bro.
Yeah, it's basically free.
That is free.
Now,
think about how good an Xbox One X would look on that.
Or a Project Scarlet next year.
Oh,
a Project Scarlet's basically going to be a PC.
Yeah.
So y'all should just bypass all that and just get PCs.
I'm not rich.
Yeah, you are, dude. You make Google Chrome money. You're basically Bill Gates now. He's not Google.
Exactly. Not at all.
He's Microsoft.
Our next endeavor outside of the podcast is going to be an ASMR channel with Brown Eyes just doing the things that he loves.
He
to
would
do.
be good at that.
He really would. People would love to listen to it.
Chris is into enough weird things.
That's
that
for
I think,
another time.
I think he could find a very special niche on the internet.
Look out for the NerdTurd.
NerdTurd ASMR.
NerdTurd next generation. And we'll figure something out.
You'll dream about.
I hate what's happening right now. The next week, kind of already talked about it. $30 for Breath of the Wild. I'm going to buy that.
Score.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Here's a real question. Pokemon just came out. Is it also going to be on sale on Black Friday?
I mean, it's already on sale for $50. It's $10 off, and it dropped a week ago.
All right, and this is something I found that are personally dope. And it's Harry Potter metal coasters.
Sick.
Now, I'm pretty sure all three of us got sorted into different houses.
That is true. We're all in different houses.
So
we are.
I'm going to be getting those for us so we can be personalized.
What houses? We should ask everyone what houses they think.
On social media this week, they should ask. Yeah.
They should see if they can figure out what houses. I mean, obviously there's only 4, but see if they can guess them correctly for each of us. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That'll be cool.
That'll be interesting.
Black Friday.
Can that be like our official sorting? Like, however the people vote is what we get sorted into?
No.
No.
We're already sorted. They just
Nothing
have to see if
can
they know it,
replace
right?
Potter more.
Okay. I feel like that would have been a cool idea. But whatever, guys. And that's the only things I'm probably going to buy on Black Friday.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm still convincing my wife to let me buy a television. Because in her mind, she doesn't understand the difference between a 4K television and a 1080p television. And it's very hard to explain to someone who couldn't care less about that. You know, it looks a little bit better. And she's like, well, okay. That's fine. Yeah. We've watched this TV for 4 years. And no one's complained.
There you go. No complaints.
Yep. Well, you guys got anything else? You got anything to flush with, boys?
You know what time it is.
I think that's about it.
We're going to tell them about what we're going to do for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
We got to put it in front of them.
Oh, here's what we're going to do for Christmas.
Yeah.
I guess we will. I guess we'll do that.
Nice.
All right, Gene, outline.
I'm surprised that we've honestly, at this point, made it this far into our nerd turddom. And that's the first time that Chris has ever
Here's what I'll tell you.
flatulated on.
I love tortilla chips, but he cut me off one time.
Dude,
Do y'all
we did a
remember that?
hard reset. the
Yeah,
time he
like
farted.
I ripped one, dude. It was loud.
He was
too.
not about it.
And he stopped it.
He did.
We love you, James, but you got us right on that thing, dude.
All right, Gene, tell the people what we're doing.
Okay, so I guess I don't know. So before if this is gonna be our flush, we gotta intro it correctly. So
3, 2, 1.
The flush. So yeah, we kind of have talked about this a little, but not a lot. So if you guys have any good ideas for this, specifically gifts for us to get each other, because we're gonna get gifts for each other for
so
Christmas,
tender.
and so sometime in December,
NerdTurd gift exchange.
yeah, sometime in December, we're going to present each other with said gifts and open said gifts live on the air. So preferably nothing
We need to get a
inappropriate.
God, that would be so funny. If
We do need
I
to get a
gave you
tree
guys just
for the
like a
studio.
bag of poop.
But yes, preferably no inappropriate gifts or gift ideas, even though they would be funny.
I'll take the idea. You
And
can
so-
shoot me the idea personally. I'm always looking for some ideas.
But yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna open them all live on VOD.
Yeah, it's gonna be
So-
a little unboxing probably on that episode.
There
You
you
guys
go.
are gonna love it.
So
Guys are gonna
if you guys have any good ideas, send them to us. DM us, comment on whatever.
Whatever
send
you
us a
see
link,
it.
wherever you're at. Just send us a link. Send us an email.
Yeah,
However you
that'll
want to
be-
do it. It'll
that'll
be fun.
That'll be fun doing it.
It's gonna be exciting. So we gotta set parameters, but so I don't know if we have any like price range parameters. Have we talked about it?
$25.
25 per
Per
gift. There
yes,
you
I
go.
love it.
So open them live. We'll each have 2 gifts. We're gonna probably use this shot right here so you guys can
Ooh,
see.
the unboxing.
It'll be great.
We could just dress
And
Dwayne
then-
the Rock Johnson up as a Christmas tree.
Or Santa.
Santa.
That would be a cool Santa. I wish that's what Santa looked like.
He might. I've never seen him.
But yeah, that's all I got. So it should be fun. I guess we flush with that and that's it.
Cool, man.
That's it.
Well, that was a good episode. We did it.
I felt great
We
about
did.
it.
That was episode 30 in the books, man.
Episode
Boy.
30.
Episode Gene's age.
Ooh,
Future
geez.
age, not yet.
Close though.
That's all of our future age. You're just staring down the pipe.
I mean,
Just staring on the barrel, baby. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to episode 30 of the NerdTurd podcast. You can follow us on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at NerdTurdPod. You can subscribe if you haven't already. Check us out on YouTube, for real. The Mandalorian stuff is a good time. So if you haven't already, check us out there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I think that's everything, right? Am I leaving anything out?
nope.
Cue
I
it.
think we're good.
Cue the music, baby.
Thank you for listening to the NerdTurd podcast, a podcast devoted to consuming and digesting all things nerd and expelling it out for the world to hear. If you enjoyed listening, you can support us by following and subscribing on all social media platforms at NerdTurdPod and leaving us a rating and review wherever you listen. We hope we've given you something to digest in your nerd life. From all of us at NerdTurd, keep it nerd, and we'll see you soon.